Ball today. NDSCS Wildcats versus Bismarck State Mystics. Chilly day. It's going to be nice up here in the press box, nice and heated. I'm up here with the stat guys. We're going to take a couple baseball games in. Going to be a good time. Small crowd, obviously. Saturday, JUCO baseball, not the biggest draw, but that's why you're here with me on the beat. We're going to be right back. I'm going to play a couple words from our Wildcat sponsors, and then I'm going to get right into the stats here on your pregame report. You're listening to NDSCS Baseball on B92.7.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
North Dakota State College of Science Baseball is on the air. Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Bell Bank, Bremer Bank, Smith Motors, and WCCO Belting. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanek.
All right, the Cats are sprinting out to the field. We're going to get ready for the national anthem in a little bit. I'm going to go right through the Mondak baseball standings. North Dakota State College of Science, very young program, 9-13, actually the most wins that they have amassed in a single season, and there's still 14 games left. So the Wildcats on the up and up. Today they have a tall task in the Bismarck State Mystics, who have been mashing the ball all season long. Everyone in the lineup batting over 300 for the Mystics. Here's a look at the conference standings. Miles Community College, they're 29-12, 16-2 in conference. Bismarck State, 23-5, 15-3 in conference. Williston State, 24-14, 7-7 against Mondak opponents. NDSCS, 9-13, 6-8 in the Mondak. So they're only one game behind Williston State. Exciting, a chance for the Wildcats to finish in the top three potentially in the conference. One game behind the Tetons. Dakota College at Botno is 17-18, just 4-8 in conference. Dawson 5-23. You may know them from the basketball broadcast. They are a very, very good basketball team, usually in the region championship against NDSCS. They're 5-23, 2-10 in conference. Lake Region State, who gave up a couple leads against NDSCS here and lost a couple comeback efforts there by the Wildcats. They're 5-21, still looking for their first win in the Mondak. Hasn't been pretty all the time for NDSCS, but they've been pulling off wins here, like I said, 9-13. Let's take a look at the stats here for your Wildcats. Mason Almaris, kindred kid, if you remember. He's batting .491, leads the entire Mondak conference. Almaris also has 23 runs scored. That's second on the team. 2 doubles, 3 triples, 17 ribbies. Some good pop in his bat. Great eye at the plate. 13 walks, only 7 Ks. He's getting on base almost 60% of the time. Tori Ulick, Wahpeton's own, batting .413, leads the team with 29 runs, 3 doubles, a triple, and a homer. So Ulick left the park. I'm not sure if that was an inside the Parker or a long ball. Went over the fence. Stat guys are telling me it went over the fence. So I remember Tori trying to hit him during BP and getting pretty angry because they were bouncing off the green monster. So Florida trip. So the ball carried a little bit, as you golfers know, that heat, get the ball up in the air, it's going to carry. So Tori Ulick, the lefty, he'll be setting the table here for NDSCS. Tremendous base stealer. Looks like he's 22 for 23. That's what I have on the stat sheet here. Roy Gillis, 4 games started, 8 games played, so not a whole lot of body of work there. He's batting .400. Zach Taft, he's batting .341, 9 runs, 2 doubles, 13 ribbies. Ryan Lave, .324. He's got 4 doubles, 9 ribbies. Ben Klaus, .297. Klaus is really coming on hot lately. West Fargo Cheyenne graduate. Klaus has 2 doubles, 15 ribbies, and that bomb against Lake Region State. Braden Hers batting .286, 18 hits for Braden, 17 RBIs. That's tied for the team lead with Almaris. Brendan Majau, .276, 4 RBIs, a double. And Dawson Crow from Alabama is the only other player batting .200 or above. Right on that .200 line. He had that walk-off double against Lake Region State. Let's take a look at the stats for your Mystics here. Like I said, very loaded lineup. It's going to be Brendan Majau, who is going to be tasked with pitching today for NDSCS. Riley Pierce, 385. Wyatt Tweet, 379. Andrew Nieves, 365. Carter Kruger, 361. Tate Mart, 342. Jared Benfield, 329. Cooper Stallman, 328. Tyler Lunau, 327. And Will Bachman, 317. So it doesn't get more mashing than that for the Mystics. 38 RBIs for Wyatt Tweet. That leads the team. He also has 5 homers. Tate Mart has 4 homers. Will Bachman has 6 homers. That leads the team. They have 22 home runs, the Mystics, as a team. Team average of 332. Team on base of 456. NDSCS does not want them to get on at 45% clip. They're going to look to take care of business on the mound and in the field. So, towing the rubber today, Brendan Maggio for Central Cass native, Castleton Legion team. Saw him a lot playing against Wahpeton. Great player. He has a 7.12 ERA on the year. He's 2-1, 6 appearances, 4 games started. He does have 2 complete games. Leads the team with 30 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts to 12 walks. So a couple blow-ups in there have artificially inflated his numbers, but Brendan is certainly a good arm on the mound for NDSCS. They're happy to roll him out there against one of the kings of the conference today. We're going to take a quick break. Word from our sponsors. We're going to be back with the first pitch in just a few here at John Randall Field. NDSCS Wildcats versus the Bismarck State Mystics. Mondak Conference doubleheader on Saturday in Wahpeton.
Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
Break for big savings at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Stop in for rebates up to $40 on the purchase and installation of select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold brake pads or rotors. Rebates up to $80 on the purchase and installation of 4 select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold shocks or struts. Our tire center is rolling in the rebates with up to $120 available on select brands. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit smithmotors.com.
WCCO Belting in Wahpeton wants you to join its production team. But wait, you have a job, so you're thinking, what makes WCCO Belting special? WCCO Belting is a family business filled with people who love to work, collaborate, and grow together. You will sense it on day one. WCCO Belting celebrates family values, a healthy work-life balance, and being an active neighbor in the community. And you don't need manufacturing experience to build a career with one of the area's best places to work. Visit WCCO Belting's facility in Wahpeton for a full tour or apply online at WCCOBelt.com.
Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians, starting at $28 an hour, along with a $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join our team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Welcome back to John Randall Field for this JUCO Mondak Conference baseball doubleheader between your hometown NDSCS Wildcats and the visiting Bismarck State Mystics. As we said in the pregame, Bismarck State coming in here 23-5. They have a 10-2 road record, 15-3 in conference. NDSCS putting together some good stretches of baseball. They're 9-13, 7-5 here at JR, 6-8 in the conference. 1 game behind third place team Williston State Tetons. Brendan Maggio, he's on the mound today. Central Cass native, Castleton Legion player, looking to get the job done against a very tough opponent. Leading off, it's going to be Riley Pierce, the second baseman. Pierce will be stepping in from the left-handed batter's box. We've got the windows open here so we can get some game audio. Might get a little chilly up here, so I can't promise I'm going to keep them open all game, but I'll do my best, folks. Maggio, a right-handed pitcher, steps into the windup. Pierce on the left side of the plate. Does a little bat point, and he's ready for the first pitch. First pitch on the way. That one just above the belt, ball 1. NDSCS is wearing their all whites with a red cap. White W on the front. Red letters across the chest. Second pitch on the way. That one is hit up the middle. Seeing eye single past the shortstop. Pierce is going to start the action with a single. So Mazjo had that one on the outside corner where he wanted it. It was just a good piece of hitting right back up the middle by Pierce. Lefty showing he can do a little more than pull the baseball, as Mazjo is now going to go right into the stretch here with a runner on base. He does look over at first, nothing doing. See who the first baseman is over there. That's Braden Herr, tall kid at first base. Jack Junker, head coach of NDSCS, was raving about his defense in the pregame show as we get a foul ball there. It's going to go into the parking lot, hopefully not into the B92 mobile. This is Andrew Nieves. Another lefty. So they're going to go lefty-lefty to start the day at the plate. This hot-hitting Bismarck State team that has a .332 team average. 0-1 pitch on the way. Runner goes. That one pulls the second baseman out of the line of the ball on the steal, and it's going to be a single to right. Throw comes in. It's cut off. So the Mystics, they had the hit and run on there. Pierce steals second base. Second baseman goes to cover, and the line drive goes right by him to the outfield for a single. So right away, Riley Pierce is on third base. Nieves is on first base. Back-to-back singles for the Mystics. Another lefty. So we got 3 lefties in a row. Wyatt Tweet, the catcher, steps into the box. Slightly open stance. Delivery on the way. That one's in the dirt. Catcher today for NDSCS is Oakley DeBoard. Fantastic offensive and defensive player. DeBoard still has a perfect fielding percentage on the season. That one is driven deep to right field. Turn and look. Long gone. 3-run homer to start the ball game here for the Mystics. Wyatt Tweet jumped on all over that one. And Mason Almaris just turned and looked, and it's 3-0 to start this ball game. So Brendan Mazjo, he will get a chance to regroup here with nobody on base, clear his head, and try to get an out here on the board for NDSCS. Young man has a lot of game ahead of him. Big celebration from the Mystics down there. Can you blame them? It's a great way to start your weekend if you're a Bismarck State fan. Will Bachman, cleanup hitter. Finally, we get a righty here. Bachman is playing first base today. Mazjo back working in the windup with the bases clear. That one is just off the plate. Good fastball with a little bit of action on it. Not sure if that was a 2-seam or just a 4-seam with some run. Pretty nice pitch, but he falls behind. 2-0 in the count. High leg kick delivery. That one again outside. DeBoard tries to pull it back in. Bachman working a 3-0 count here against NDSCS starting pitcher Brendan Mazjo. 4-pitch walk to the cleanup hitter is going to bring up Carter Kruger. Kruger playing left field. He will also step into the right side of the batter's box. Does a little Joe Mauer, adjusts the dirt there, steps out again. We don't have a pitch clock here, although we did see a violation a couple weeks ago. Pickoff move to first, good move, but Bismarck State right on top of it, able to get back. Early 3-0 lead for the Mystics on that 3-run home run. Mazjo comes set. Right-handed delivery. That one catches the belt. Let's see if he can't build off that. 0-1 count to Carter Kruger. 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Looks like he might have taken some off there. Got him way out in front of the outside pitch. Nice location, down and away. Mazjo comes set. He's going to look to first again, and that time he, just a little bit late. He's got a really nice move over there. They went for the steal in the first inning, but it was a hit and run, so they didn't try to straight steal him, and I'd be surprised if they do here. He goes back to first again. Not a whole lot of real estate over there for Bachman. Bachman average lead over there. That pitch is up in the air, carrying to left field. Back, warning track. Out of here. Another bomb for the Mystics. That one lands on Jim Sturdivant Field. That's a quick 5-0 lead for the visitors. That's Carter Kruger. First homer goes to right, second homer goes to left. Kruger drives in Bachman. About 330 feet, I'd say. Didn't clear the fence by much. All counts the same as Jack Junker's going to come out for a Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit. 5 quick runs here as NDSCS in a hole. The one thing about NDSCS is they can swing the sticks. They put up 8 runs against Miles. Miles leads the conference, so they're not out of any ball game. It's just been this whole playing catch-up thing this year, which they haven't done a bad job at. This is not the team you want to do that against. So we'll see what Junker says to his pitcher here and how the rest of the inning unfolds, folks. We still got nobody out on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Top of the first inning. We're going to take a quick break here. Scratch that, we're not. So there's going to be no change. Majo's going to stay out there. And that's going to bring up Jared Benfield, third baseman. Right-hander steps into the box, and Majo gets back to work. Leaves that one outside, ball 1. Second pitch on the way. That one's fouled off onto First Street. Majo evens the count 1-1. So Majo back to the windup, trying to get into a rhythm here in the first inning. 1-1 delivery on the way. That one's fouled down the third baseline. Third base coach for the Mystics tries to stick his foot out, but not quick enough. His playing days were, I'd estimate, at least 15 years ago. Majo comes set, 1-2 delivery, trying to get the first out of the inning here. Gets a weak foul ball. That one's going to go out of play, first base side. So we had about 41 degrees here for first pitch today, folks. A little bit windy. Definitely a bite to it. Frost on the ground in Fergus Falls when I woke up this morning, but a nice green grass here at John Randall Field as Majo pulls the string on a breaking ball and gets the first out of the inning with a strikeout. Jared Benfield. Cooper Stallman, shortstop. He's batting in the 7-hole today. So they got those 3 lefties to start. We've been all righty since. Majo working out of the windup, right-handed delivery. Nice breaking ball right off the chalk in the left-hand batter's box. Ugly looking swing there. 0-1. 0-1 delivery from Majo. Switches it up with the fastball. They're going to say that one was left just a bit outside. So Majo not getting that outside fastball here in the first inning. Keeps going to it, though. 1-1 delivery, Majo. Weak pop fly. First baseman drifting back. He's going to catch it. That is Braden Herr. Gets the second out of the inning, so some weak contact. Majo follows up a strikeout with a end cap pop fly over to his first baseman, Herr. And we got 2 outs, so everybody's settled down since the home runs. It's 5-0, and it's time to get to work now for the Wildcats. It's going to bring up Nixon Carriere, the DH. He'll be DHing for Kyle Odenbach, the pitcher. First pitch on the way, curveball. That one's driven hard to center. Torrey Ulick giving chase. Back, off the base of the fence. He's going to have to chase it. Picks it up, barehand, gets it in. He's going to hold him to a double. So Ulick, no real shot at catching that ball. He got a good break on it. Chased it all the way to the wall, and it landed off the bottom. So if it would have stayed a little bit higher, you might have seen one of those Spider-Man catches from Torrey out there. But unfortunately, that ball ducked down at the end and bounced off the fence. Ulick one-hops it back into the infield. That's going to be a double for Carriere. So that's the third extra base hit of the inning for the Mystics. That brings up the 9-hitter Tate Mart. Maggio gives a look to second. He's going to go home from the stretch. That one hits off the elbow. It looked like he might have leaned into it a little bit. They're going to say that was just part of his regular batting stance. He's got one of those Evo shields on, so no harm, no foul. Right off his elbow. So Mart reaches on the hit by pitch, and we have now batted around. Back to the top of the order for Riley Pierce, who singled up the middle his first time, and then he moved over to third on a hit and run. Eventually scored on the home run by Tweet. Maggio comes set in the stretch. Runners on first and second. Over the top delivery. Just above the belt. Ball 1. So Maggio, he's right around the zone. We haven't seen anything wild from him. Just hasn't quite found it yet. 1-0 delivery from Maggio on the way. That one, another opposite field hit for Pierce. This one, it's through the shortstop and third baseman. Big round at third base, but runner's going to hold up as the throw comes in all the way to the plate. We got the bases juiced now. Nice play in the outfield by Zach Taft. He came up and fired that thing on one hop all the way to home plate. So Riley Pierce with his second hit of the inning. We got the bases loaded for Andrew Nieves, who also singled in his first appearance. Strike at the knees, outside corner. Maggio going to work ahead in this count. Oh, 1 delivery on the way from Maggio. Bases loaded, driven to right field and foul. So we got 2 outs here. Maggio trying to work out of a bases-loaded jam. Right-hand delivery inside in the dirt. Nice block there by Oakley DeBoard. Maggio still ahead in this count. 1-2. High leg kick delivery. Sawed off an inside pitch at his hands, and it's 1-2. Get that scoreboard updated for you folks who are watching on KBMW News Live YouTube. It is 5-0. 1-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. And the home plate umpire is going to say, yes, sir, he did go around. That's strike 3, bases loaded. Maggio limits the damage to 5. Batter didn't like it, but it's not going to change the outcome, and that's going to end the top of the first inning. 5-0 Mystics on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Maggio with some good stuff that inning. Unfortunately, he ran into a couple long balls. We're going to take a quick break here before the Wildcats take the field with Tori Ulick, Mason Almaris, and Braden Herr, followed up by your cleanup man, Zach Taft, on B92.7 FM.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
All right, 30 pitches in that first inning for Brendan Maggio. Had some good stuff. Unfortunately, the outside fastball was not there for him just off the plate. Came back over, and they hit it a mile, so it's 5-0, a pair of home runs from Bismarck State. Maggio rebounded nicely, though. Strike out the 2-hitter, Andrew Nieves, on a check swing to end the inning. And your hometown kid here, Tori Ulick's going to lead it off, batting, let's see, 413 on the season. Ulick readies for the first pitch. Lefty on lefty down the middle, strike at the knees. It's going to be Kyle Odenbach for the Mystics here. 0-1 count. He's working fast. Delivery to Ulick. That one again at the knees. Ulick, he's going to be patient. That's the thing. He's not going to spoil in that bat for himself. So Ulick in a 0-2 hole here to lead off the game for NDSCS. Ulick takes that one belt high, so looking all the way on all three pitches. He goes down on strikes. Another local kid, Mason Almaris, your Mondak Conference leader in batting average from Kindred, batting .491. First pitch on the way to the right-handed Almaris. That one gets pulled back in by the catcher, gets a little love on the call, strike one. Second offering on the way, that one's outside. So his lefty fastball is running away from the right-handers. It's got some zip on it too. Comes set. Delivery. That one again catches the outside corner with a little bit of break. And Almaris is down 0-2, or excuse me, 1-2. 1-2 delivery to Almaris. That one stays high. He'll even the count at 2-2. Just trying to get a good at-bat here. Get some momentum for the Wildcats. It's Odenbach, 2.92 ERA on the season, 4-0. 24 innings pitched, 27 Ks, 13 walks. 2-2 delivery on the way to Almaris. Almaris saws it off. It's going to be a slow roller to shortstop. And I can't see the call there because there's a pole in my way, folks, but it looks like he legged it out, and he did. So Mason Almaris on base. That's going to be an infield single. Bang, bang play at first. Your Kindred product is safe. All right, base runner for the Wildcats. They're going to need a lot of that today, just finding ways to get on base against a talented pitching staff. Braden Herr comes to bat. Leaves the fastball outside, 1-0. Braden Herr batting .286 on the season. 5 doubles, so he definitely has some pop in the bat. As they check Almaris at first, he gets back easily. Mason Almaris does have 15 steals, so he's the only other Wildcat other than Ulick with double digits. As Herr takes a big cut at off speed down the middle. Just a little bit out front. Evens the count at 1-1. Almaris, not too big of a lead over there against the lefty. Lefty's going to slide step home and leave it low. So Herr's got a chance here, 2-1. Move his number 2 hitter over. Odenbach working a little slower now with runner on base. He does a leg kick here. That one's a breaking ball, and it's a Texas League single to right field. Almaris wisely holds up at second base. Throw comes in behind him. Great piece of hitting there by Herr. Went with the pitch and put it where it was brought across the plate. Nice hit to right field, a little flare. Wildcats have a couple runners on base. Zach Taft in the cleanup spot, looking to do some damage here. Taft batting .341 on the season. 13 RBIs. Delivery on the way from Odenbach, way inside and down. So struck Ulick out on 3 pitches. Ever since then, it's been a battle between the Wildcat hitters and Odenbach. Odenbach comes set, looks to second again. Leg kick, delivery. That one's a ground ball to the second baseman. He eats it up, and they're going to turn 2 on that one. That's going to end the inning. Fantastic play by the Mystics, middle infield. Ball came in hot on the second baseman. He just took it to the stomach and shoveled it over to the shortstop. And that's going to end the Wildcat threat here in the bottom of the first. 5-0 Bismarck State on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Looks like Brendan Maggio is going to come back out for the second inning right after a word from our sponsors on B92.7.
Comdell Innovation's policy is to conduct all global activities in a manner that minimizes impact on the environment and protects the health and safety of our employees, contractors, customers, and the community. All employees are responsible and accountable for the successful implementation of this policy. Their management team is committed to providing leadership and resources to carry out this policy. Good luck to all of the teams in the Class B District 1 tournament from Comdell Innovation. WCCO Belting in Wahpeton wants you to join its production team. But wait, you have a job, so you're thinking, what makes WCCO Belting special? WCCO Belting is a family business filled with people who love to work, collaborate, and grow together. You will sense it on day one. WCCO Belting celebrates family values, a healthy work-life balance, and being an active neighbor in the community. And you don't need manufacturing experience to build a career with one of the area's best places to work. Visit WCCO Belting's facility in Wahpeton for a full tour or apply online at WCCOBelt.com.
All right, we're jumping right back into the action here at John Randall Field. NDSCS, a pair of singles in the first inning from Mason Almaris and Braden Herr, but a double play ends it, and the Mystics are going to take a 5-0 lead here in the top of the second. First pitch is a strike as Brendan Maggio is going to work again. Second pitch, chopper to the first baseman. Braden Herr gets it. He shovels it high to Maggio, but he's able to corral it. Looked like Herr didn't trust his legs there. He probably could have ran it over to first, but good teamwork to get the out. That was Wyatt Tweet. He homered the first time, so good work there by Maggio to get him out on the grounder to the first baseman. That'll bring up Will Bachman. Breaking ball. Caught him looking, strike one to start the at-bat to Bachman. Like I said before, Maggio's got some good stuff here. He's just got to be careful about leaving it over the plate. 0-1 delivery. That one's high. That gets a check swing. Looks like an appeal to first base, and he's not paying attention over there, so they're not going to get a ruling. It's going to be, oh, they did call it a strike. 0-2 delivery. That one is chopped down the third baseline. Foul. So my apologies to the umpire. It must just be this big pole that's in my way. I didn't see him signal. He did say he went around, so we got an 0-2 count. Maggio, breaking ball. That one's a slow roller to short. Picked up, fired across the diamond in plenty of time. That's your shortstop, Ben Klaus from West Fargo, Cheyenne. Suddenly we got two down, and the Cats got something going here. So Bachman walked in his first at-bat. He grounds out in his second at-bat. That's going to bring up Kruger, and here's your other home run hitter who went deep to left field. Maggio looking to get some revenge here in his second plate appearance. Leaves that one down for ball one. One 1-0 delivery from Maggio outside in the other batter's box. He's down 2-0 now to the number 5 hitter, Carter Kruger. 3-0 delivery. That one's popped up. Looks like Almaris and Ulick are going to take a look at it, and it's going to be Ulick over there. He catches it. Quick inning for Brennan Maggio. Puts that 2-homer first behind him. Wildcats trail 5-0. Put 2 hits on in the first inning. They're going to hope to string a few more together here as we head to the bottom of the second on B92.7 FM.
A flu vaccine at Sanford Health can prevent you from getting sick and protect the people around you. The CDC recommends annual flu vaccines for everyone 6 months and older, especially those at a higher risk of complications, including pregnant women, older adults, and young children. Protect your family and community this season. Call 642-7000 to schedule an appointment to get your flu vaccine. Call today to schedule your flu vaccine at Sanford Health, 701-642-7000.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to John Randall Field, home of the Boys of Summer 2023 state champion Wahpeton Post 20 baseball team. And today, your NDSCS Wildcats. They trail 5-0 heading into the bottom of the second against Bismarck State. Ben Klaus takes a little rock skipper in the dirt for ball one. Klaus, he homered against Lake Region. First homer of his life, he said. So that'll get you going. That'll get the adrenaline flowing. 1-0. Klaus, ground ball to the shortstop. Takes a hop right up in the glove, little sidearm delivery to first. Even with his speed, Klaus is out by a couple steps. So quick out there for NDSCS on 2 pitches. That's going to bring up Oakley DeBoard. Coming out to Shady's back. Little M&M. Lefty delivery over the top. That one's going to stay down. So DeBoard, a little bit of pop in his bat from the right side of the plate. Like I said, excellent fielding catcher, yet to make an error this year. Hope he's not victim to the announcer's jinx. 1-0 pitch, sails outside. It's that cutting fastball from Kyle Odenbach. 2-0 delivery on the way. That one he started inside and it cut right back to the inside corner for strike one. Odenbach working out of the stretch. Little sidestep. That one misses outside, not by much. 3-1 count. DeBoard's going to be looking for one pitch, and one pitch only here, something he can hit off the green monster. Pitch on the way from Odenbach, and that one's going to stay inside. So NDSCS has another base runner, their third so far, through an inning and a third. So they're seeing some success here against Odenbach, who's got phenomenal numbers for the Mystics. Odenbach, 2.92 ERA, 4-0, 24.2 innings pitched, 256 opponent batting average against through 90 at-bats. And Ryan Lave might have something to say about that. He steps to the plate. Odenbach, delivery to Lave. Another ball in the dirt. And they're telling him to work fast over there. You can hear it from the dugout. Get on the mound, let's go. So there he goes. 1-0 pitch inside, 2-0, and I think NDSCS is going to be fine with him rushing himself up there because can't find any rhythm right now. DeBoard takes a marginal lead at first base against the lefty, and he's going to go over to first. I could see that from up here. Maybe just a change of pace. Little get-me-over toss to his first baseman. 2-0 count. Delivery to Lave. Way outside. So 3-0 count, NDSCS with a good opportunity here. DeBoard at first base. He's not going anywhere. Lefty comes set. Lefty's going to go home. Outside again. So a 4-pitch walk. And that's going to bring up Skylar Fields, the designated hitter, who's hitting for Majo. So a pair of walks for NDSCS. And they're in business once again with 1 out. So look at the NDSCS team numbers. They're not hitting quite as well as Bismarck State, but they are hitting .291. It's nothing to scoff at. On-base percentage as a team, .421. So they do it in a variety of ways. Getting on base 42% of the time, folks. Quick mound visit there for Odenbach. Kind of falling apart at the seams here. As I say that, he's still got a shutout going, so I probably shouldn't jump the gun. Odenbach comes set. Runners on first and second. Delivery, that one's right down the pipe. Strike one to Fields. Odenbach comes set in the stretch. He's going to do a leg kick here. Left-handed delivery. That one catches the knees again down the middle. 0-2 count, 1 down. Runners on first and second. Skylar Fields facing the lefty Odenbach. Bismarck State up 5-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Stealing third base, and he's going to get in there easily. That was Oakley DeBoard. Wrigley Gunderson. NDSCS stat guys on top of it again here. Wrigley Gunderson, your West Fargo Legion player. I believe he played for the Vets. Those guys were the big face paint guys. They had the mustaches painted on with the eye black. Don't know how I feel about that, but he was a fantastic Legion player, and he comes in, steals third. We got runners on the corners. 1-2 delivery. Fly ball to center field. We'll see if Gunnarsson tags. That's going to carry, folks. That one's going to one-hop the wall. Lave was surprised, too, as he's just barely getting to third here. Here he comes. Throw's going to trickle in. That's a 2 RBI double. He's going to rock the baby over there at second base. He's babysitting the Mystics with that blast to right center field off the base of the fence, and that did not look like it was barreled off the bat. Runners kind of paused, looking to tag, and that burnt the center fielder. Skylar Fields comes through on a 2-strike count. We got a 5-2 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's Trace King, the second baseman, comes up in the 9-hole, swinging a miss, 0-1. So DeBoard and Lave, they walk and they score on the double. Spin move to second base. Paying attention over there is Fields. He gets back with a headfirst dive. Skylar Fields, DH today, doing his job. 2 RBI double. That one's down and away. 1-1 count to the 9-hitter, Trace King. We got 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Odenbach comes set. Leg kick, left-hand delivery, way outside. No follow-through on that one. 2-1 count as NDSCS continues to get ahead in many of these counts, with the exception being the double off the fence, which was on a 2-strike count. 2-1 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. That curveball dropped off the table. We got a 2-1 count to the 9-hitter, Trace King. Very nice bender there from Odenbach. Long stare to second. 2-2 pitch. Another breaker, and that one bounces. We're going to have a full count here. So Coach Junker's got to be happy with the quality at bats they're putting together here, running Odenbach's pitch count through the roof. We got a 5-2 ball game in the bottom of the second inning of this doubleheader. Thank you to everyone listening on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live YouTube. Payoff pitch from Odenbach. That one's down. So Trace King walks. That's going to bring Ulick around, or up to the plate, I should say. And we're going to get a Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit. So Ulick went down looking on 3 strikes in the first inning. He's hitting .413 on the season, leading the team in runs scored. As we said before the game, left the ballpark with a home run in Florida, so a little bit of pop in that bat. Always a threat for a triple if a ball gets misplayed or if he runs the gap with one with that speed. He had 50 stolen bases a couple years ago. He had 42 this summer for Wahpeton Post 20 Legion, and he has 22 in 23 tries for NDSCS. So Skylar Fields, he doubles off the fence, and Trace King walks, and we got runners on first and second with 1 out. Last time we had this situation, NDSCS grounded into a double play to end the first inning. It looks like we're going to get a pitching change. I'm going to take a quick break, folks. You're watching Mondak Conference Baseball on KBMW News Live YouTube, and you're listening on B92.7 FM.
Break for big savings at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Stop in for rebates up to $40 on the purchase and installation of select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold brake pads or rotors. Rebates up to $80 on the purchase and installation of 4 select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold shocks or struts. Our tire center is rolling in the rebates with up to $120 available on select brands. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
All right, we're back at John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick. Thank you for joining me on B92.7 and streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube. That's it for Kyle Odenbach. Quick first inning, strikes out the leadoff hitter, Tori Ulick, who's going to get his second chance here shortly. And he gets a double play to end the first. Runs into some trouble here in the second, gives 2 runs on a double, and he's out. 34 pitches, short leash. Scott Seam's going to come in. So swapping out the lefty, the tall, lanky lefty, for the burly righty here. And we'll take a look at Seam's numbers here while he warms up to face this Wildcats lineup, top of the order with 1 down. 5-2, Bismarck State leading NDSCS. Bottom of the second on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As I said, pitching change. Scott Seam, 2.45 ERA this year. He has 7 appearances. He is not a starter, so we'll see if they try to get some long relief out of him. He's only thrown 11 innings in those 7 appearances. 2.45 ERA, 11 strikeouts to 2 walks, so it looks like he's got some good stuff. 250 opponent batting average, so he does give up some contact. And NDSCS is in a golden spot here with your leadoff man, Tori Ulick. Left-handed batter going against the right-handed Seam. Ulick, a .413 hitter this year, his first taste of college baseball after a couple state championships with Wahpeton, American Legion Post 20. Phenomenal center fielder, excellent base runner. Whole family is a bunch of baseball guys and gals, so Ulick, of course, relishes moments like this, so a chance for him to tack a run on. Runners on first and second. Scott Seam stares in. He's kind of got the Craig Kimbrell lean forward, comes set in the stretch. Little leg kick. Ulick hits that one to right field. That one's got the right fielder spinning around at the fence, and he makes the catch on the warning track. Ulick making a bid for his second homer of the season there, and he just got underneath it. Right fielder got lost in the sauce and almost couldn't find the ball, but he catches it. NDSCS is going to tag, move a runner over to third. So Ulick flies out for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up your Mondak Conference batting average leader, Mason Almaris, with runners on first and third. 2 outs. Wildcats trailing 5-2. Seam comes set. Almaris squares to bunt. He pulls back. That ball's high, and they're going to dust the runner at second base. So it looked like it was a designed play, and they're going to get the third out on the bases. So that ends the Wildcat threat. But they certainly got some stuff going on offense as they're going to look to chip away at this 5-2 lead the Mystics built with a pair of first-inning home runs. We'll be right back after this break on B92.7 FM.
Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians, starting at $28 an hour, along with a $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join our team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. So Brendan Maggio, he's still on the mound for NDSCS, gave up a pair of home runs in the top half of the first. That gave Bismarck State a 5-0 lead, and Maggio's been rolling ever since. NDSCS trails 5-2 here, top of the third inning. Mondak Conference baseball. Maggio out of the windup, right-handed delivery, outside ball 1. Jared Benfield's up. Third baseman, batting in the 6th spot. 1-0 pitch on the way. Beautiful off-speed catches the corner. I'm not sure if that's a changeup or what that is. But it was a nice change of pace from Maggio to even the count at 1-1. 1-1 delivery on the way. That one is off the plate. 2-1. He's been living on that outside corner, and even when he doesn't hit it, it's a good pitch. Not much the hitters can do with it. Maggio, high leg kick. Delivery through the hole. Base hit, left field. Jared Benfield struck out his first at-bat. Looking. Second at bat, he singles to start the top of the third inning. Brings up Cooper Stallman, the shortstop. Right-handed Maggio has that good move to first base, and absolutely no lead over there. Breaking ball that doesn't break for ball one. To the shortstop, wearing number 99. More of a NASCAR number than a shortstop number. Maggio comes set, delivery, stays high again. They're going to throw behind the runner, and Dubord just checking him over there. No need to do that. I mean, he's got a child's lead at first base. He's not going anywhere. Unless there's a bunt or something in play. Benfield, no lead at first. Maggio comes set. He's going to throw over. So they must know something I don't about Jared Benfield. You can live stream this game at KBMW News Live YouTube. 2-0 pitch from Maggio inside in the dirt. Nice block by DeBoard. It's going to keep the runner at first, but we do have a 3-0 count on number 99, Cooper Stallman. Shortstop for Bismarck State. Bismarck State's wearing the green undershirt with the gold vest. White pants, green stripes down the side. Maggio with another check over to first base. About a quarter of a step, and he got back. And now he's basically standing on first base. And they're going to call that one a strike on the inside corner. 3-1. Looked like DeBoard had to slide over and get that one, but he gets the favorable call. Maggio comes set. 3-1 delivery. Quick leg kick leaves that one outside. So we got nobody out. The Mystics got runners on first and second. 5-2 lead for Bismarck on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll get that inning changed for you on the KBMW News Live YouTube. Thank you for streaming this junior college baseball game right here in Wahpeton. Maggio comes set. Pitches, bounces off the plate. DeBoard with another fine defensive play blocking it. This is Nixon Carriere, DH. He hits it to left field and pretty deep, but it's going to be foul, just on the warning track. The foul warning track, probably about 315, let's say 305 feet, maybe about 20 feet from the fence. Didn't get all of it, you could hear that. And we got a 1-1 count from Maggio to Carriere. Runners on first and second. Maggio's delivery kind of overthrew that one, and DuBoard there to smother it for him. DuBoard with that perfect fielding percentage on the season. 73 total chances, 4 assists, 69 put out, 0 errors. They've only tried to run on him 6 times. He's thrown 1 runner out. Breaking ball hits the corner from Maggio. 2-2 count. Nice little response there from the Central Cass native, Brendan Maggio. As the designated hitter, Carriere, stands in the right side of the batter's box. 2-2 pitch. That skips in the dirt. We got a full count. Nobody down. Big spot here for Brendan Maggio and the Wildcat defense. Your first baseman, Braden Herr, is up. The rest of the Cats are at regular depth. Third base is able to touch and throw. We get a little spin move from Maggio there. Just to take a look at the runner. Maybe ask him how his day's going. Ask if he's cold yet. I don't think they got heaters down there like they do up here. So Maggio leans in, gets the call. Comes set. This time he will go home. 3-2 pitch. That's driven to left field. Line drive. Looks like they're going to send him. Throw to the cutoff. Third baseman throws it home. One hop in the dirt. A little bit too low for DuBoard. Plenty of time. But unfortunately the throw was rushed. That was it. Ryan Lave at third base. He had about a weekend to throw that thing home, and he skipped it twice to DuBoard. Kind of caught him on the second hop, and Mystics are going to push another run across here. It's an unfortunate break for the Wildcats. Pitch is high, so no outs for Maggio. Stallman at second, Carrier at first. 1-0 pitch, down and away to the 9-hitter, Tate Mart. Those are the types of plays that extend the games for NDSCS. As Mart fouls off an outside pitch off the end of the bat. 2-1 count. Maggio trying to work his way back again. That was a very nice relay from Zach Taft in left field. 2-1 pitch from Maggio. Another foul ball. That one's going straight back on the first street. 2-2 count. Maggio could go a long way here and helping himself out with a strikeout. Set himself up for a double play situation. We'll see what he brings here to the number 9 hitter, Tate Mart. A little bit of movement by the infielders. No pickoff play. 2-2 pitch. Just leaves it outside. Chase pitch from Maggio. Count is full. 3-2 delivery on the way from Maggio. Right hand swing and a miss. Brendan Maggio. Strikeout of Tate Mart. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Maggio's third strikeout of the game. I like what I see out of Maggio. We obviously can't take the home runs away, but other than the big flies, he's been really nice on the hill today. So Maggio's facing the leadoff hitter, Riley Pierce. Gets him to check, and it's going to be a ball. Pierce, lefty, standing in the back of the batter's box. Another opposite field one. This is a flare. Easy play for Taft. We got 2 down. A chance to get out of here with just 1 run across for Brendan Maggio. So Pierce 2 for 3 after that flyout. That's going to bring up Andrew Nieves. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a looking strikeout. Runners on first and second. Number 8 is saying it hit him, but the home plate umpire did not call dead ball. So number 8, Nieves, he threw the bat right away, and now the second base umpire and the home plate umpire are going to confer here. It sounded like it hit the rubber on his cleat. They're going to give him first base. So after a little conference there, we got a hit by pitch. Junker's going to come out and ask for an explanation. He's getting it right now. It is hard to see those. Obviously, if they get hit in that Evo shield on the elbow, or if they get hit in the back or something like that, it's easy to see for the home plate umpire. You're not staring at the batter's feet. So anything in the dirt is very difficult. I know when I umpired, it was very difficult for me to see anything, which is why I'm now up here in the booth. So we got bases loaded for the Bismarck State Mystics. 2 outs after the hit by pitch to Nieves, and we got the number 3 hitter, Wyatt Tweet, who did homer, to right field to open the scoring here. Swings out of his shoes on a breaking ball. Brendan Maggio says gotcha on that one. 0-1 count. Pretty pitch from Brendan Maggio to Wyatt Tweet. 0-1 delivery, bases loaded. Oh, line drive off the tip of the glove at second base. That's going to score 2 runs. Another terrible break for the Wildcats. That was Wyatt Tweet. He lines it over the second baseman's head. Trace King reached up for that, and it just tipped off the webbing. That opens the game up a little bit. It's 8-2. Bismarck State on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. So Wyatt Tweet with the single. We're gonna have runners on the corners. All right, 8-2 Bismarck State here at John Randall Field. Brendan Maggio not catching any breaks out there on the mound. 1-0 delivery on the way, right on the black. So on the outside corner there for Maggio, makes it 1-1. That's Will Bachman at the plate. Runner goes. Swing and a miss by Bachman. They're going to let him have second on a defensive indifference. We got a 1-2 count here to the Mystics cleanup hitter. Bachman's got a walk, and he was out the second time. He's 0 for 1. Runners on second and third. Pitch on the way to the first baseman, Bachman. Breaking ball comes across at the numbers. 2-2 count. Maggio, delivery. Beautiful looking fastball that he just left off the outside corner. He stares in for a while after that one. Asking why he can't get that pitch when he keeps going there. Got to be frustrating for the pitcher from Central Cass. He's working out of the windup now with runners on second and third. Maggio, full count, delivery. Line to the third baseman. Sneaks under his glove. I'm not sure what that's going to be scored there. It was right on him. Ryan Lave. I think that's going to be an E on Lave. Kind of an atom ball that he probably should have sat on, and it snuck under his glove. Get that scoreboard updated for you guys that are streaming on KBMW News Live YouTube. We're usually just a little behind because I'm kind of a one-man show up here. Running the board, calling the game, running the stream. Runners on first and third. High cheddar. That gets an offering as Maggio's working ahead 1-0. Top of the third inning here. Bismarck stayed up 8-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bases loaded. Another swing and a miss from Carter Kruger. Maggio continues to have swing and miss stuff today. Nice at-bat there for Brennan Maggio. 3-pitch strikeout of Carter Kruger. Everything off speed after the first high fastball. Gets him flailing at a pitch in the left-hander's batter's box. That's going to end the inning, but not before 3 Mystics runs make it 8-2. Mystics jumping on a Wildcat error and a couple hits that inning. You're listening to NDSCS Baseball, Game 1 of today's doubleheader on B92.7.
Break for big savings at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Stop in for rebates up to $40 on the purchase and installation of select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold brake pads or rotors. Rebates up to $80 on the purchase and installation of 4 select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold shocks or struts. Our tire center is rolling in the rebates with up to $120 available on select brands. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
All right, bottom of the third inning. NDSCS trails Bismarck State 8-2. Mason Almaris steps to the plate. Your Mondak conference leader in batting average. He takes ball 1 outside. Almaris was at the dish last inning when a runner was thrown out at second, so he's going to get another crack at it here. 1-0 delivery from Seam on the way. Almaris takes that one about eyeball high, and it's 2-0. Line drive lands right beyond second base for a single for Mason Almaris. That one had some heat on it. Nice piece of hitting from the Kindred product. He'll lead off the inning with a single. So the Wildcats not playing bad here. Just a few mistakes and a couple long balls, and that's the game of baseball. They've added a 1 run on the scoreboard for Bismarck State here, so it's actually 9-2. Bottom of the third inning as they try to pick off Almaris, but he gets back easy. As I said earlier, Almaris, 15 steals, second on the Wildcats roster. High fastball, 1-0. So for as good as the Mystics have been today, they have struggled with control at times. Seam falling behind to the first two hitters here. He gets Almaris leaning there, but Almaris able to get back to first base. Both teams plenty comfortable with checking runners today. Almaris with a decent lead over there. He'll stay put. Seam slips. Does his best breakdance in there on the mound, and it's going to be a ball. 2-0 count. They're going to throw over again. Almaris gets back. Braden Herr at the plate. Delivery from Seam. Breaking ball comes across above the belt. It's one of those pitches that every catcher wants, but it breaks late. You might catch it at the belt, but it came across high. So we got a 3-0 count here. NDSCS with another good start to the inning. 3-0 pitch. That one does catch the belt. 3-1. So Majo, after that last inning, had 74 pitches. So that might just about do it for him. We'll see. So they throw it over behind Almaris again. Skips in the dirt. Nice play there by the first baseman to just keep that one in play. 3-1 delivery. On the way to Braden Herr. Braden Herr gets on top of an inside pitch. That's a one-hop single to the center fielder. Back-to-back hits for the Wildcats as they keep stringing them together. See if they can't translate that into some run production here at John Randall Field. Zach Taft steps to the plate. Batting cleanup, playing left field. Some Kid Cudi through the late night. It's walking up to. Used to be a go-to on the jukebox at Casey's Bar before I settled down. So here comes Taft, cleanup hitter to the right-hand side of batter's box. Oof, he gets a pitch that he could have done some damage to. A little excited, and it goes off the end cap for ball one, or strike one, excuse me. Zach Taft, right-handed batter, resting the bat on his shoulder. Now he brings it up, very calm stance. Delivery on the way from Seam. Breaking ball that looked like it came across high, but it's going to be called a strike. They throw behind the runner at first base, can't get him. So 0-2 hole here for Zach Taft. Runners on first and second. NDSCS left fielder. Scott Seam comes set. Takes a long look at second. He'll throw the fastball outside, 1-2. Zach Taft batting a sizzling .341 on the year. 14 hits, 2 of those are doubles, 13 RBIs, .440 on base percentage. Working against a 1-2 count here. Scott Seam comes set. Delivery right into the numbers on Taft's back. Shakes it off quickly, sprints down to first, and the Cats have the bases loaded with nobody out at John Randall Field. That's going to bring West Fargo Cheyenne grad Ben Klaus to the plate. He did have a homer versus Lake Region State College, the first of his career. Wouldn't be a bad time to double that number, but hey, we'll take anything right now. Working out of the windup, Scott Seam. Staring over the top of his glove. Delivery. That's a pitcher's call there on the outside corner. Seam gets ahead 0-1 in the count here. Klaus is going to step outside for a second and think about that one before he steps back in. Into the windup. Delivery. That one is high and outside. So Ben Klaus, the 5-hitter, playing shortstop today. Righty. Delivery on the way. Klaus goes down to a knee and swings at it and can't make contact. 1-2. So nobody down here. Ben Klaus, bases loaded. Freshman from West Fargo Cheyenne. We had him on the show last week with Dawson Crow. 1-2 delivery. Klaus waves at an outside pitch, swinging a miss. First out of the inning. Oakley DeBoard, he walked and scored last time up. He's your catcher today, wearing your NDSCS whites. He's got one of those Heat Gear, Under Armour Heat Gear, red long sleeves underneath. Hoping to heat up the offense. First pitch is at the letters, ball 1. Seam working out of the windup with the bases loaded. Glove goes above the head, knee comes up, delivery catches the outside corner, 1-1. Dubord entered the game batting just 176 on the season. He does have 3 doubles. Swings at an inside pitch on the hands. That's going to shallow center field. Hat comes off and going to make the catch. NDSCS bluffs the tag. I'm trying to see who that is out there. Carter Kruger makes the catch. Not deep enough for NDSCS to advance. And just like that, it's bases loaded, 2 outs. Scott Seam working well under pressure here, the righty from Bismarck State. As Ryan Lave steps to the plate. Lave with that. Let's see what he did in his first at-bat. If I'm correct, Lave walked in his first at-bat and scored on the double by Trace King. Pitch on the way. Clips the knees outside corner. Seam comes set into the windup. Inside pitch in the dirt, gets an offering, 0-2. So NDSCS down to a strike here. Bases loaded in what started a nobody out bases loaded is how this all started. Strikeout and a shallow pop to center field, and suddenly NDSCS has 2 down. Delivery on the way to Lave. He saws that one off to center. It's going to get down. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. 3rd run, oh no, runner falls going around third base. He's going to get back to third. Looks like they might want an interference there. He's standing right in the baseline, the third baseman is, as he's trying to make his way back to third base. The ball kind of pulled him out a little bit, but it looked like he was set up right in the baseline. They're not going to get it, but they are going to get 2 runs on a single, 2-strike single by Ryan Lave. So both RBI hits today from NDSCS have come with 2 strikes, and we got a 9-4 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That brings up Skylar Fields, who doubled earlier in the game. He takes strike 1. Delivery on the way, swinging a foul ball. So that's number 33 over there on third base, folks. That's Brennan Maggio. He's the one who slipped rounding third base. Excuse me, that was number 23, folks. Zach Taft. Base hit to right field. That is going to score Taft. It's a nice base hit there by Skylar Fields. So Fields not only had a 2 RBI double earlier in the game, he tacks on another one with a single. As I was saying, that was Zach Taft at third base. He couldn't put the brakes on rounding and slipped. Was lucky to get back to third, and he's going to score. 9-5. Brings up the 9-hitter, Trace King. He singled. Excuse me, he walked in his first at-bat. Takes a moving fastball in the outside corner, strike 1. Second pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So NDSCS really chipping away here. 3 runs in the inning, trying to keep pace with this great Mystics baseball team. Holding their own in the 3rd inning. 0-2 count. We're going to get time from the field umpire here. We'll get right back into it as Scott Seam comes set. 0-2 delivery to Trace King. King takes a breaking ball that must have clipped the black on the inside corner. It's going to send him down looking, but now before NDSCS scores 3 runs. 9-5 ball game here, folks. For those of you listening on B92.7 FM, if you want to see the view from the press box, you can head on over to KBMW News Live on YouTube, where we are live streaming this game. Our video streaming sponsors are Vision Ford, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Action Realtors. I'm Robert Wanek. Thanks for hanging out with me today at John Randall Field. 2 games on tap. Could be some long ones, folks. NDSCS likes to play catch-up, and they're doing just that. After giving up a pair of home runs in the first inning, they put up 2 in the second inning, 3 in the third inning, and it's 9-5. Brendan Maggio had some good stuff on the mound here to start the game. He got saddled with those 2 long balls. Couple of mistakes in the field behind him. He gets yanked after 74 pitches. It looks like this is going to be...
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Wildcats, number 25,
Hunter Conback. I got him as number 8 on my roster, but they got this thrown together closet of jerseys, NDSCS does. At least they have jerseys. When we had an amateur baseball team, we kind of had to iron them on ourselves, and they were all crooked. I think some people had some letters. NDSCS has some nice fits. Athletic program does a great job here coming up with funding and making sure that athletes have a great experience here at NDSCS. This team actually went to Florida for spring training, stayed in a mansion, had like 20 bedrooms in it, had a pool, bowling alley. I guess they spent most of their time on the little arcade basketball hoop, I suppose. So sounds like a baseball team. There's a pool, there's a bowling alley. We're just going to play arcade basketball and see who's got the best shot. So it's going to be Hunter Conback. On here, I got 8 games played by him. I don't have... should pull up the pitching stats here. The ERA of 12. He's 1-0. 8 appearances, 12 innings pitched. 9 strikeouts to 13 walks. So we'll see if he can improve on those numbers today. NDSCS trailing 9-5, top of the 4th inning here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
leading off the top half of the 4th, the third baseman, number 10,
Jared Benden, third baseman. He's going to lead off the 4th inning here for the Mystics, who entered this game at 23-5. NDSCS entering the game at 9-13. First pitch sails way outside. So we got a nice sunny day here at John Randall Field. Fans are coming out now, lining up in front of the concession stand. Second pitch skips outside. A couple off-speed offerings from Con Beck. Con Beck. Delivery, another one in the dirt. It's 3-0. It's the Mystics' leadoff hitter here. Top of the 4th inning. Jared Benfeld up. He's singled and struck out in this game. He takes the 3-0 pitch right down Broadway. 3-1 count for Con Beck and the Wildcats. Con Beck comes set. Delivery on the way. 3-1 pitch right there at the knees. Full count. Con Beck trying to work his way all the way back from a 3-0 count. The Wildcats trail the Mystics 9-5 here in the top of the 4th inning. Payoff pitch on the way. Con Beck gives him a haircut with a high fastball. It's going to be ball 4.
the shortstop, number 99, Cooper Stallman.
And Cooper Stallman, number 99, shortstop, steps to the plate. Not a big fan of the number, though. Doesn't look like he could be an offensive lineman, so I'm not really sure why he's wearing one of the numbers. Offering on the way, it's outside. As Con Beck falls behind again, it's 1-0. Con Beck working from the stretch with the runner on first base. Delivery induces a weak foul ball out of play. First 2 at-bats for Stallman. They were able to get him the first time. Second time, he did walk and score. Part of that 4-run 3rd inning for the Mystics. Ball 2, it's going to make it a 2-1 count. So Con Beck trying to get some rhythm here. 2-1 delivery on the way. Sails outside, 3-1. With Jared Benfield on first base, Cooper Stallman batting. 8-9 hitters coming up next. Nobody out. 9-5 Bismarck State. Another full count here for Con Beck after he clips the corner with a fastball. You're listening to B92.7 FM and live streaming on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Beck from the stretch. 3-2 delivery. Sky-high pop-up. Ulick and Almaris giving chase. That's carrying to deep center. Ulick backpedaling near the track. He gets it. Good communication out there. He rifles that thing in the air to the shortstop on the edge of the grass. 1 out. So Ulick and Almaris, they played against each other all summer. Legion with Wahpeton's Ulick and Wahpeton defeating Kindred and Almaris in the state championship game. A couple years ago, it was Kindred defeating Wahpeton in the playoffs. And it was 2 years ago, it was Majo and Central Cass winning the state championship. So some Class A lineage here on the Wildcats. First pitch to Nixon Carriers in the dirt, 1-0 count. Second pitch, he fouls it down the right field line. Got some fans sitting out there on the hill in their fold-out chairs. It's Beck starting to kind of settle in here. 1-1 count. Carrier, right-handed batter. He'll swing. He'll drive that one pretty deep into the left field bullpen. Nobody over there warming up. I see a golf cart in the corner. Is that a golf cart or a lawnmower? Usually it's Scott Womry over there in the golf cart. If you guys remember Hunter Womry, he was part of the startup of this program. An excellent pitcher. As the runner's going there, nice one-hop throw to second base. A little bit late. It's going to be a stolen base for Jared Benfield. Hunter Womry pitching for this Wildcat team a couple years ago, and now he's pitching for the Breckenridge Bucks. First game for the Bucks amateur team, he comes out and he throws I believe it was a one-hitter, 9-inning complete game, one-hitter, 125 pitches. 2-2 delivery on the way from Beck. That's going to be flared over first base, drifting back. And it's a fantastic catch, falling to the ground. Beautiful play there by your first baseman, Braden Herr, for the second out of the inning. So that could have easily been disaster as Nixon Carrier fought off a pitch just beyond first base, but Braden Herr drifts back and catches it while falling to the ground. First pitch of the at-bat to the 9-hitter Tate Mart. That's into shallow left field. Left fielder comes in. That's tapped. He's going to call off Ben Klaus. And we're going to get out of that inning scoreless. So NDSCS able to avoid any mistakes there. Hanging in there against the 23-5 Bismarck State Mystics at John Randall Field. It is 9-5 heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Carlson Family Insurance Scoreboard. Quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to Wildcat Baseball on B92.7.
WCCO Belting in Wahpeton wants you to join its production team. But wait, you have a job, so you're thinking, what makes WCCO Belting special? WCCO Belting is a family business filled with people who love to work, collaborate, and grow together. You will sense it on day one. WCCO Belting celebrates family values, a healthy work-life balance, and being an active neighbor in the community. And you don't need manufacturing experience to build a career with one of the area's best places to work. Visit WCCO Belting's facility in Wahpeton for a full tour or apply online at WCCOBelt.com.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
Right, we're back at John Randall Field. NDSCS trails Bismarck State 9-5. Bottom of the fourth inning, your leadoff man up, Tori Ulick. Ulick takes a strike belt high outside corner. Ulick, the former post-20 state champion. We're talking about Class A baseball up here. NDSCS stat guys doing a bang-up job. Cameron Parker, state champion from Castleton. We got Devin Peterson. He's part of that mustache crew, the Vets. Teammate of Wrigley Gunderson, who's out here playing today. Vets had that walk-off win last year at the region tournament as Tori Ulick fights one off into left field and gets a single there. Good piece of hitting from the lefty. Him and Riley Pierce, the lefty leadoff man from the other team, they're getting their hits on that side of the field today. As I was saying, the Vets, they had that walk-off win to advance to the state tournament last year. Class A was pretty fun again last year. Wahpeton was just a little top-heavy and kind of a banner year for Post 20. Be interesting to see what happens this summer. I think the balance of power might even out a little bit. As Ulick dives back to first base, safe on the pickoff attempt. It's going to bring up Mason Almaris. Ulick's going to second. Throws there. Throws late. So Ulick, 23rd stolen base in 24 tries. Throw was right on the money, but it took a little short hop, brought the glove off the ground, and Ulick got his hand in there. Pitch was a ball to Almaris, so we got a 1-0 count. Ulick's on second base, already taking his lead. He's not shy over there. He's probably going to toy with the pitcher a little bit too. It's kind of what he does. And there he goes. Second pitch is outside. Ulick's got some happy feet at second base. He will steal third sometimes, folks. Sometimes that can force a bad throw too and give you an easy run. So, not saying he's going to do it here with as they're going to try to pick him off on the spin move, and they do almost get him. He's able to get his hand in there. So Ulick, who was out the first two times he came up to bat, he gets a single in his third at bat of the game. Almaris 2-0 count at the plate, working against Scott Seam. Seam with another spin and throw, and that one almost goes into center field. Second baseman able to corral that one, lunging to his left. Running to his right, lunging to his left. Not an easy play if you're the second baseman. Seam comes set. Seam's going to go home. Ulick's going to steal third. And the throw looks like he threw it off the batter. Or did he just lose it? Okay, he just lost it. That's what I'm being told here. I was looking to see if there was going to be a play at third base. Ulick, not an excellent break on that one, so I thought there was going to be a play, but little butterfingers there from the catcher, and we're going to have a runner on third base, 2-1 count. 2-2 count. Nice knee-high fastball outside corner. Mason Almaris working with an even count here, right side of the plate for your NDSCS Wildcats. Trying to chip into this 9-5 lead. Almaris, ground ball to the right side. Ulick going to trot home easily. Almaris gets out by a step, but that's going to do the job. RBI ground out. 9-6 ball game, folks. This mighty Mystics team came into John Randall today with a 23-5 record. 2 home runs in the first inning to take a 5-0 lead. NDSCS just chipping away. 9-6 now in the bottom of the fourth. Bases empty, 1 out. Braden Herr at the plate. Braden Herr swings at the first pitch. He fouls it off. So looking at the numbers here, that was the 18th RBI of the season for Almaris, which does give him the team lead. 1 more than Herr, who has 17. 15 for Ben Klaus, 13 for Zach Taft. 10 for Torrey Ulick, and 9 for Ryan Lave. Oakley DuBoard also with 10. So DuBoard only hit 176 on the year, but he's got 10 RBIs and 3 doubles. We got a 1-2 count right now to your number 3 hitter, Braden Herr. Scott Seam comes set. Delivery. Little ground ball on the right field line. It's going to be foul. For those of you that want to watch some baseball, we do have this live streaming on KBMW News Live YouTube. Making a lot of efforts here to improve our streams too. We've been radio first for so long that streaming has kind of fallen behind. We're not ESPN Plus yet, but we got a new stream deck ordered, some tricks up our sleeve for you guys. We're working on the broadcasts as Herr strikes out. Looking, fastball outside corner, second out.
Now batting, number 23, the left fielder, Zach Taft.
Your cleanup hitter, Zach Taft, entered the game with a 341 average. He's going to look to extend the inning here. First pitch, down the gut to Taft, 0-1. Seam quickly back on the rubber. Working out of the windup. Leg kick belt high. Fouled back into the net, 0-2. Zach Taft, 341. Not a whole lot of extra base hits here. 390 slugging. 0-2 pitch on the way. Hits that off the end cap. Spinning over to the second baseman. He gloves it. Little skee ball throw to first. That's going to do it. Third out of the inning. NDSCS scores 1. Almaris grounds out. Scores Ulick from third base after he stole second and third. We got a 9-6 ball game. Bismarck State clinging to a narrow lead here heading into the top of the 5th inning on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This is NDSCS baseball on B92.7.
A flu vaccine at Sanford Health can prevent you from getting sick and protect the people around you. The CDC recommends annual flu vaccines for everyone 6 months and older, especially those at a higher risk of complications, including pregnant women, older adults, and young children. Protect your family and community this season. Call 642-7000 to schedule an appointment to get your flu vaccine. Call today to schedule your flu vaccine at Sanford Health, 701-642-7000.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanek here in the top of the 5th inning of this Mondak Conference baseball game between NDSCS and Bismarck State. Wildcats 9-13 coming to this one. Bismarck State 23-5, and NDSCS giving them a run for their money, down 9-6. We've got Hunter Kahn Beck coming back out on the mound for NDSCS. He'll be facing leadoff hitter Riley Pierce of the Mystics. First pitch on the way. Pierce squares to bunt. He bunts it foul. Strike 1. Pierce singled and scored in his first at-bat, singled in his second at-bat, both opposite field. He's now 2 for 4. So Hunter Kahn Beck from Blaine, Washington. Working out of a modified windup. Second pitch is down. Washington reminds me. That's how all grandpas speak, Washington. I've never understood, throwing the R in there. You're going to go wash the car. It's like an older generation thing. Try my best not to correct him, because you always got to respect grandpas. Pitch bounces off the plate. We got a 2-1 count here. Kahn Beck. All the way from Washington to Wahpeton here. Doing a nice job working from behind in some of these counts and battling back. He's facing the lefty, Riley Pierce. Riley Pierce hits a little nubber. Braden Herr's going to chase it at first. Barely gets to the base in time for the out, but he does. So kind of a half effort there from Kahn Beck on the mound to get that. He's got to have that ball. He should be calling Herr back, chasing it down the line. But Herr comes off the base, and he is able to get back with those long strides. So Andrew Nieves, lefty, steps in. Breaking ball, outside corner from Kahn Beck. Nice change of pace there. Strike 1. Kahn Beck kind of standing with a half-open stance in the windup. He does a little toe tap, gets right into it. Fastball outside corner, 0-2. Got Nieves asking all kinds of questions of the umpire here. If you remember earlier in the game, Nieves struck out on a check swing. He didn't like that either. Now he's behind 0-2. Kahn Beck into the windup. Throws that one behind Nieves. Obviously unintentional, 0-2 count. Not a whole lot of zip on it. Nieves didn't really need to even try to get out of the way. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Good chase pitch. Evens it at 2-2. If you're Kahn Beck, you got to go now. Any base runner is a bad base runner at this point of the game, trailing 3 by 3 runs in the 6th inning. Top of the 5th inning. Kahn Beck into the windup. 2-2 count to the number 2 hitter. Leaves that one inside. We got a full count to Nieves. Nieves, he singled, struck out, and I believe he walked in his last at-bat. Fights that one off, hits it over to the first base coach, tries to make the play. That's going to be a E3 on him, foul ball. So we got a payoff pitch here. One out, Conbeck, delivery. Chopper to the first baseman, and Braden Herr kind of boots that one. I don't know if he thought it was maybe going to bounce foul or not. It short hopped him, kicked off the heel. It's going to be E3, Braden Herr.
Number 27, catcher, Wyatt.
Guy who does a lot of great work over there. The first base corner. Just got handcuffed by that little tapper up the line from Nieves. So runner on first base, 9-6 lead for Bismarck State, top of the fifth inning. Wyatt Tweet, who homered back in the first inning, singled in the fourth inning. He's going to take a pitch outside. Singled in the third inning, part of that 4-run third. Wyatt Tweet, part of this 1-2-3 lefty lineup at the top for the Mystics. Conbeck is set. Delivery out of the stretch. Gets called strike on the corner. 1-1 count to the dangerous Wyatt Tweet. Tweet entered this game with 5 homers and a team-leading 38 ribbies, 379 average. He'll take ball 2 inside. It's going to pull DeBoard off the plate, and he's not going to be able to throw out a stealing Nieves. Easily into second base is Nieves. So 2-1 count to Wyatt Tweet, 1 down. Conbeck and the Wildcats trail 9-6 here. Out of the stretch, Conbeck takes a little bit off there, gets a big whiff on the changeup, 2-2 count. Wyatt Tweet standing all the way up on the white by the plate, crowding the plate here on a 2-2 count. Outside pitch skips in the dirt. DeBoard with a phenomenal block there off the knee pads. Squirts about halfway up third base, and somehow the runner stays at second. We got a little bit of speed, too. Andrew Nieves, that's the 2-hitter, not testing DeBoard there. Gold Glove catcher here. Perfect fielding percentage on the season. I'll probably keep saying that, folks, because that's impressive. Another full count for Conbeck, his third already of the game. It's only his second inning out there. 3-2 count. Pitch on the way. Down. Ball 4. He had room for him. 1 out, puts him on first base. Not the end of the world. First and second, so we got forces everywhere but home now with 1 down. Infield fly rule in effect. Cleanup hitter Will Bachman is up. Bachman has walked and reached on errors, so he's been on twice today in 3 trips. It's going to bring up a Minn Kota Ag Products mound visit from Jack Junker. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Wildcat Baseball on B92.7 FM. Mystics 9, Cats 6, top of the 5th inning.
Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians, starting at $28 an hour, along with a $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join our team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Quick mound visit between NDSCS head coach Jack Junker and Hunter Conbeck. Conbeck comes set here. Delivery to Bachman on the way. Foul ball. So whatever he said works. Conbeck gets up in the count 1-0. One out here. Cats want to roll the double play here. Get back out there where they've been swinging the stick good the last few innings. Fly ball. That should be an infield fly. It is going to be an infield fly. Klaus catches it anyways, and we got 2 outs. Little skyscraper in the infield here at JR. Comes right down into the mitt of your shortstop, Ben Klaus. So the Wildcats, 2 runs in the second, 3 runs in the third, 1 run in the fourth. The Mystics, 5 in the opening inning and 4 in the third, and that's all of your scoring here. 9-6 Bismarck State leads. Carter Kruger comes up. Tapper down the third baseline. It's going to be fouled by about a foot. So Kruger homered in the first inning, part of that 5-run first. Things have really slowed down for the Mystics after that, and if it weren't for a couple of mistakes in the field by NDSCS, we'd be looking at a tie ball game. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, we got 2 down. Runners on first and second. Hunter Kahn back on the mound for NDSCS. Kahn back working out of the stretch. Delivery, that's hit to center field. Tori Ulick measures it, gets behind it. Textbook out number 3. Wildcats. They hold the Mystics scoreless here in the top of the 5th inning. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. NDSCS trails 9-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to NDSCS Baseball on B92.7 and live streaming on KBMW News Live YouTube.
WCCO Belting in Wahpeton wants you to join its production team. But wait, you have a job, so you're thinking, what makes WCCO Belting special? WCCO Belting is a family business filled with people who love to work, collaborate, and grow together. You will sense it on day one. WCCO Belting celebrates family values, a healthy work-life balance, and being an active neighbor in the community. And you don't need manufacturing experience to build a career with one of the area's best places to work. Visit WCCO Belting's facility in Wahpeton for a full tour or apply online at WCCOBelt.com.
Break for big savings at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Stop in for rebates up to $40 on the purchase and installation of select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold brake pads or rotors. Rebates up to $80 on the purchase and installation of 4 select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold shocks or struts. Our tire center is rolling in the rebates with up to $120 available on select brands. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. First pitch at the bottom of the 5th to Ben Klaus. Tapped over to third base. Thrown out at first base. So Ben Klaus and the Wildcats start off the bottom of the 5th with a ground out. That's going to go in the book as a 5-3. 1 pitch, 1 out. Brings up Oakley DeBoard, the catcher in the 6th hole for NDSCS. Bismarck State's up 9-6 here at John Randall Field in Wahpeton. Delivery from Scott Seam nips the inside corner, strike 1 to Oakley DeBoard. Mystics coming in here with just 2 conference losses, 23-5 record. NDSCS 9-13, 6-8 conference record. Playing their best baseball as of late as DeBoard falls one down the first baseline. You know, for a while it seemed like NDSCS just couldn't come out on top of a close game. I'm not just talking this year, I'm talking last couple seasons, and now they've been the comeback kids this year. That does a lot for your confidence, knowing that you can finish it off at the end, knowing that playing from behind isn't a death wish out there in the baseball diamond. You know, they've pulled out some wins like pulling a rabbit out of a hat, trailing by a lot of runs. They're hoping they could do that again today. 1-2 pitch on the way to DeBoard. He wisely checks his swing as that thing squirts to the backstop. 2-2. Scott Seam working on the mound for the Mystics. Working out of the windup. That one's driven into the right field gap. It's going to one-hop the right fielder as he jogs over to cut it off, and that's going to be a single for Oakley DeBoard. DeBoard now with a walk, a single, and a run on his ledger today. 1 out, that's going to bring up Ryan Lave. Lave has a single, a walk, and a run on his ledger today. So we're in the bottom of the 5th inning here, folks. NDSCS trails 9-6. Oakley DeBoard leading off at first base. First pitch is some type of off-speed in there for a strike from Scott Seam. Seam wearing number 30, bigger built right-handed pitcher. Mixing it up with pitches and pace up there as he throws it over to first base right on cue. Nice spinning catch by the first baseman to keep that one from going into the fence. 0-1 delivery on the way to Ryan Lave. Lave hits it off the handle. Slow roller to third, only plays at first. He'll advance the runner to second base on a ground out. 2 down. Oakley to board, scampers over to second base for NDSCS. He's in scoring position with Skylar Fields coming to the plate. Fields with that big RBI double early in the game. 2 RBI double off the Green Monster, the base. And then he had an RBI single also. So Skylar Fields steps to the plate against Scott Seam. Fields with a big swing and a miss. One hand follow through there. 0-1. Scott Seam comes set in the stretch. Quick leg kick. Pitch is going to just miss on the outside corner. 1-1 count. Again, folks, if you want to pull out your phone or hop on your laptop, this game is streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube. Seam takes a long look at second. Delivery home. That one's down. 2-1. So we got Colton Franco coaching first base. For the Wildcats, we got Jake Ulick coaching third. Runner on second. 2-1 delivery from Seam. Hits the inside corner. 2-2 count now to Skylar Fields, who's got 3 RBIs on the day. He's been the big stick in this NDSCS order. Seam comes set. 2-2 pitch. Big spot here. It's going to be rolled over to the shortstop. Tough play. He's way in the hole. Makes a throw across the diamond. Not in time. That's going to be an infield hit there for Skylar Fields, who is 3 for 3 on the day, folks. Early player of the game candidate here for the Wildcats. Coming up big in the 8th spot.
Second baseman, number 9, Trace King.
Bases loaded. Trace King, number 9 hitter, coming to the plate here. Huh? Oh, okay. First and third, my apologies. It was a fielder's choice. I'm getting all my trusted information over here from the NDSCS statisticians, Devin Peterson and Cameron Parker. Would they flip it to second on that one? Okay. So we got first and third here with 2 down. Look at that, running on the very wise play there. NDSCS catches Scott Seam sleeping on the mound. Lucky he didn't balk there. He steps off the back, but that's going to be Skylar Fields scampering into second base. No throw. So we got second and third now. 0-2 count on the way to King. Ball is outside. So we got 2 runners in scoring position now. NDSCS trailing 9-6. Bottom of the 5th inning at John Randall Field. 1-2 count to your 9 hitter. Trace King. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Seam works himself out of a jam there with runners on first and second. Bismarck State Mystics hanging on to this lead, 9-6, going into the top of the 6th inning at John Randall Field. You are listening to NDSCS Baseball on B92.7 FM, live streaming KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
Comdale Innovation is looking for individuals with a solid work history to join their production team. We work in a clean, bright facility that is 68 degrees year-round. Our manufacturing processes and equipment are state-of-the-art. A variety of full-time shifts are available. Starting wage is $16.50 to $18 per hour DOE. Day shifts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Second shift Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. with $2 hour shift differential, 12-hour rotating or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with two 50-hour shift differential, or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. with $4 an hour shift differential. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Applications are available at our office at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton or online at ComdaleInnovations.com. We are an employee-owned company. Come check us out and see if what we do is a fit for you.
First pitch of the inning from Hunter Kahn Beck to Jared Benfield is outside for ball one. You're listening to NDSCS versus Bismarck State. B92.7. This is college baseball. Mondak Conference. NDSCS playing some great baseball as of late. They are 9-13. They just took 3 of 4 from Dawson. Came back and swept Lake Region State. Now they're playing the big dogs, the Mystics. And they're hanging right in there, trailing 9-6. Top of the 6th inning. Mystics are second in the conference, 23-5. Kahn Beck working on the mound for NDSCS. Goes out of the windup. Outside, 3-1. Kahn Beck, a right-hander. 3-1 delivery on the way. Gets a foul ball. Right back into DeBoard. Umpire is going to walk it out to the mound, give the NDSCS catcher a little time to gather himself. Not even sure he's going to leave the crouch, though. He's game. He's ready to go. Says we got a close ball game here. Umpire is going to dust the plate off here. 9-6, folks. Top of the 6th inning. We got a game. NDSCS gave up 2 home runs in the first inning. That made it 5-0. Mystics tacked on 4 in the third. But the Wildcats have put together 6 runs, and it's 9-6. Wildcats down to 6 outs at the plate, but first they got to get out of this inning. It's going to start off with a walk on what looked like a very nice pitch on the outside corner. Just outside, ball 4 from Kahn Beck. So Jared Benfield leads off the top of the 6th inning with a walk for Bismarck State. That's going to bring up Cooper Stallman, the shortstop. Still hasn't switched his number. Still wearing number 99. First time I've seen it, probably the last time too, as Kahn Beck comes set. Nice breaking ball outside. Might have been a little too nice. 1-0 to Stallman. Benfeld on first base. Beck checks him. Stallman at the plate. He's got a walk and a run today. Taps the outside of the plate with his bat. Steps into the right side batter's box. Couple swings of the barrel to Kahn Beck, and we're set to go here. Kahn Beck comes set. Working out of the stretch. Slide step. Leaves it down. He's going to work from behind. 2-0. So NDSCS playing come from behind. Kind of been the theme this year. First base, Benfield. Decent lead. Kahn Beck delivery. That one shot to right field. Out of camera view. Mason Almaris chasing it to the fence. That one's off the top of the wall right by the yellow line. Almaris tracks it down, gets it into the infield. That's going to be a stand-up double as Cooper Stallman shoots a bow and arrow back at his own dugout. Mystics have runners on second and third with nobody out here at John Randall Field. Dangerous lineup. Bismarck State hitting .332 as a team this season. NDSCS, in contrast, hitting .291. Nearly the 3rd home run of the game. Wind blowing out there to right field today. Hit just below the top of the wall as Nixon Carrier steps to the plate for the Mystics. Takes ball 1. Carrier, the DH. He's got a double and a single to his name today. Kahn Beck, 1-0 delivery, right-handed, sidearm. Zipped over to second. Relayed over to first base. Easy out there for the Wildcats, but a run does score for the Mystics. That's going to be run number 10. Play made over there at second base by Trace King. First out of the inning, Mystics now have a runner at third. Runner at first and third. Oh, excuse me. Runner at third base, 1 out. Base hit to left field for Tate Mart. That's going to score another one. So we have an 11-6 lead for the Mystics here. 1 down, runner on first base. Brings up Riley Pierce at the top of your Mystics order. Riley Pierce, a lefty to lead things off here. Beck throws it over. So Bismarck State, they go with 3 lefties to start the lineup. Riley Pierce, Andrew Nieves, and Wyatt Sweet. They've accounted for 3 runs in the ball game. Beck starts this at bat off with a fastball outside corner at the knees, strike. All of Pierce's contact has went to the opposite field for the lefty today, including a pair of hits. Runner goes. Pierce lays down a beauty of a bunt down the third baseline, and that's going to be a single. No play possible on that one. Riley Pierce gets his 3rd hit of the game. Does it the hard way with an infield single on the bunt.
Now batting, number 8, the right fielder, Andrew Nieves.
So 1 out. Number 2 hitter, Nieves in. Ball in the dirt from Beck. That's blocked by Oakley DeBoard. NDSCS catcher having a phenomenal day defensively behind the plate. We're going to have a short break between this game and our second break. Well, not really a short break. It's sophomore day, so they're going to do some on-field stuff. I'll probably go get some Mickey D's, and then I'll be back for game 2, folks, right here on B92.7 FM. And live streaming KBMW News Live YouTube. I'm a little under-caffeinated, too, so I might need to grab another Celsius in between games. 1-1 count. Beck, delivery, Nieves. Not sure where that one missed, but looks like it might have been outside. 2-1. So Nieves batting in the 2-hole here for the Mystics, who have runners on first and second with 1 out. Hunter Beck from Washington working for the Wildcats. Nice breaking ball on the corner. Gets flared out to left field and foul. Beck working a 2-2 count here. I don't believe he has a strikeout yet today. Coming in relief. 0 strikeouts for Beck. That one's hit up the middle. Nice candy hop to Ben Klaus. He steps on second. Submarine throw to first. Double play. West Fargo Cheyennes. Ben Klaus gets the Wildcats out of the inning. They got some work to do. 11-6, looking to make a comeback here at John Randall Field. The Bismarck State Mystics are leading your NDSCS Wildcats. B92.7 FM. Live streaming KBMW News Live YouTube. We'll be right back. You're listening to NDSCS Baseball.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
WCCO Belting in Wahpeton wants you to join its production team. But wait, you have a job, so you're thinking, what makes WCCO Belting special? WCCO Belting is a family business filled with people who love to work, collaborate, and grow together. You will sense it on day one. WCCO Belting celebrates family values, a healthy work-life balance, and being an active neighbor in the community. And you don't need manufacturing experience to build a career with one of the area's best places to work. Visit WCCO Belting's facility in Wahpeton for a full tour or apply online at WCCOBelt.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field for this Mondak Conference Baseball doubleheader. I'm Robert Wanek, and I'm looking right down at home plate from the press box at Wahpeton's own Tori Ulick. leading off the bottom of the 6th inning as the Mystics are leading NDSCS 11-6. Ulick trying to jump on a first pitch fastball there. He gets a bender and just fights it off. He did single his last at-bat, got out in his first 2 at-bats. Looking at 3 strikes first time up. Second one, he flew out to the warning track, and then he singled in his 3rd at-bat. Ulick takes that one off the plate. Ulick already with 1 homer on the season. There's 14 games left. Sent one about as deep as he could to right field without leaving the confines here. 1-1 delivery on the way. That one's high and outside, and NDSCS leadoff man this inning and in the lineup is up 2-1 in the count. Nasty slider there, gets him 2-2 on a swing. So 11-6, Bismarck State leads this one after pushing 2 runs across in the top of the 6th. 2-2 delivery to Ulick. It goes behind him in the left-hand batter's box to the backstop, and he's run the count full. This is more of the Tori Ulick we know. Great eye at the plate. He's got a full count here to start a big inning for NDSCS. 3-2 pitch. Ulick's going to hit that one just foul down the right field line. You can bet that's a double if that one stays inside the line with his kind of speed. Stole second base and stole third base before scoring earlier. Payoff pitch to Ulick. High and outside fastball. He takes off before the pitch even crosses the plate, and he's lucky that one's called the ball. Ulick watches a very close ball 4. 7-pitch walk, and NDSCS is knocking on the door here to start this inning. Runner on first base, nobody out. Mason Almaris, your Mondak Conference batting average leader, he steps to the plate. Almaris has 2 singles and a run in this ball game. Came into the game hitting near 500 for the season. First pitch, eyeball high, ball 1. So NDSCS is going to get something going. They're going to need to get it going here, get towards the bottom of the lineup with a chance for their top to come around and get in the 7th. But first things first, Mason Almaris, 1-0 pitch. Outside corner at the knees. He'll wait for something better. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Again, folks, Bismarck State up 11-6 here in the 6th inning. Ulick going on the pitch. Off speed outside. Head first slide. Ulick's in there. So 3 stolen bases today for Tori Ulick, who leads NDSCS on the season. He's now 25 for 26 on the base paths. Two-one count to Almaris. Ulick in scoring position. That one's going to get through the catcher's legs, and Ulick's going to easily get to third. As this is the deadly 1-2 punch at the top of the Wildcats lineup all season long. Ulick entered the game hitting .413. Almaris .491. So they're putting runs across at a high rate for this team, and everybody else is starting to catch up with them too, as they now have 9 wins as a team. 3-1 pitch on the way to Almaris. Takes that one right down the middle. NDSCS does need base runners, and probably pretty confident with a .491 average that you'll get another one to hit here. 3-2 pitch. He's going to ground it to the right side. That's going to score Ulick. Glove flip to first base. Fantastic web gem over there from the second baseman. No other play was going to get the speedy Almaris, so he charges, glove flips it to first. First out of the inning. Scores Tori Ulick, though. That's the second RBI ground out for Mason Almaris. Brings up Braden Herr. It's now 11-7, Wildcats trail. Big slider here from Bismarck State. Trying to see who this pitcher is here. 2-0 count. Both of these first pitches go outside. Stetson Kuntz for Bismarck State. 2.57 ERA, 1-0 on the year. 7 innings of work. So relatively new to the scene. 3-0 count here to Herr. NDSCS chipping away at this lead. They trail 11-7. Bottom of the 6th inning of game 1 of this doubleheader. 3-0, Herr's looking all the way, and that one's about 2 batters outside. He'll walk, so NDSCS gets another runner on. It's going to bring up your cleanup man, Zach Taft. Zach Taft wearing number 23, coming out to some Kid Cudi. Braden Herr, the first baseman, is on first base after that walk. First pitch to Taft. It's another one way outside. 5 straight balls here from the Mystics. Herr taking a fairly conservative lead. Second pitch, catcher pulls that one back in for a strike. One count here to Zach Taft. 1-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball, and Taft fouls it right into the catcher's glove. He's down 1-2. So again, on the mound here, we got Stetson Kuntz, 2.57 ERA, 7 innings of work this year for the Mystics, 11 strikeouts, 8 walks. 1-2 count, ground ball to second base. Trouble with the transfer. They're only going to get one at second. So Taft grounds into the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Taft will reach first. That's Riley Pierce at second base. He's made some fantastic plays today. He had the glove flip. They turned a double play earlier. Mystics second baseman Riley Pierce. So Ben Klaus comes up. Wildcats trail 11-7 in the bottom of the 6th. West Fargo Cheyenne graduate at the plate. First pitch to Klaus is outside. He's got a sweeper or a slider or something like that. He keeps leaving outside. 2 down here, bottom of the 6th. Klaus takes a fastball outside. He's up 2-0. So some pretty decent baseball here from the Wildcats in a game 1 against a 23-5 Mystics team, but they do find themselves down 11-7. 2-0 pitch to Klaus. Slider does catch the corner there, 2-1. They gave up 2 homers in the first inning, put them in a 5-0 hole. Since then, they've scored 7 runs, and the Mystics have scored 6. 2-1 pitch on the way to Ben Klaus. Slider comes across at the belt, 2-2. If I were Kuntz, I wouldn't throw anything but that slider. It's got some nasty bite to it. 2-2 pitch. Slider again. That one doesn't break. Kind of shakes his shoulder after that one to say, yeah, I didn't get the rotation I wanted on that bad boy. And now we got a full count. Runner's going to be going on the pitch here. 2 outs. Ben Klaus. Klaus, little weak line drive for an out to the second baseman, Pierce. So 1 run. Almaris grounds out, and he scores Torrey Ulick, who steals his 3rd base of the game to get himself into scoring position. Wildcats head into the top of the 7th inning, trailing 11-7 against Bismarck State. You're listening to Mondak Conference Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Comdale Innovation is looking for individuals with a solid work history to join their production team. We work in a clean, bright facility that is 68 degrees year-round. Our manufacturing processes and equipment are state-of-the-art. A variety of full-time shifts are available. Starting wages $16.50 to $18 per hour DOE. Day shifts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Second shift Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. with $2 hour shift differential, 12-hour rotating or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with $2.50-hour shift differential, or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. with $4 an hour shift differential. Benefits available within 90 days of hire. Applications are available at our office at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton or online at ComdaleInnovations.com. We are an employee-owned company. Come check us out and see if what we do is a fit for you.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. Member FDIC.
We're back at John Randall Field for the 7th inning here. Bismarck State going to start off the inning with an 11-7 lead over your hometown Wildcats. Hunter Kahn Beck delivers the first pitch outside. So Kahn Beck coming in relief of Brennan Maggio, who had a pretty good start, gave up 2 home runs in the first inning, settled in after that. Conbeck just giving up the 2 runs here in the 6th. Otherwise, pretty good. Working from behind in a lot of these counts, as we see again, he's 2-0. But definitely showing some grit. You'd rather not battle from behind, obviously, but doing a good job with what he's got. 2-0 pitch from Beck. Does find the zone there for strike 1, as Wyatt Tweet tries to duck that one, but he gets caught looking. 2-1 delivery on the way from Conbeck. Breaking ball hammered down the right field line. About 345 feet foul. Home run. Fair ball. Both the home plate umpire and the first base umpire signal for a home run. None of the players seemed to argue. The only one who didn't know it was out was the guy who hit it, Wyatt Tweet. So he stayed at the plate. I stayed there with him. And now he's coming around to touch home. So that's his 2nd home run of the game for Wyatt Tweet. Absolute barrel shot down the right field line right over the top of the foul pole. That's going to make it 12-7. Don't see that very often where the hitter's the one surprised that it's fair. Usually you got the hitter waving it fair. (12-7) Bismarck State. Conbeck gives up the solo shot to Tweet to start the inning. Second batter of the inning, Will Bachman, line drive to the left side. That's a single. So Will Bachman singles. Looks like Jack Junker's going to leave Conbeck in there. He's given up 3 runs in the last 2 innings, but NDSCS clearly wants to ride him through the rest of this game. It is the top of the 7th. You got to save your arms for the nightcap. As Will Bachman takes a lead at first base. Conbeck delivers that one driven to center. Torrey Ulick drop step, chasing it to the fence. That one hops the fence. Ulick barehands it. He's going to get it in. And we got a runner going home, but Klaus, ooh. So Ulick throws it all the way from the warning track to second base, and the second baseman can't get his mitt on it, and they're going to score from first. So Bachman comes all the way around to score on that double by Carter Kruger. So just like that, it's 13-7. The Mystics put on 4 runs in the 6th and the 7th. It's a hitter's league, folks. It seems like it's that way every year, the Mondak. First pitch, breaking ball, chop. That's going to be E5. Gets into left field. They're going to get it back in there. So what happened there, folks, was that was Jared Brenfeld. He hit a chopper to the third baseman for NDSCS. Kind of a 50-50 ball, but he didn't do anything on it but stay put, and it skipped into left field. So we got first and third now for Kruger after Brenfeld reaches on that E5. Cooper Stallman is up. Stallman with a big fly to left field. See you later. Number 99 gives it 99 power on that one. That one's a home run, left field. 3-run jack for the shortstop. It's going to open things up here, 16-7, Bismarck State. Stallman put a pretty swing on that one, and that might be the end of the day here for Conbeck, who had a really nice stretch on the mound. Ran into the Mighty Mystics lineup this inning. So as Jack Junker heads out for a Minn Kota mound visit, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break for our sponsorship and station identification here. You're listening to B92.7 FM, your home for Wildcat baseball.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
Break for big savings at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Stop in for rebates up to $40 on the purchase and installation of select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold brake pads or rotors. Rebates up to $80 on the purchase and installation of 4 select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold shocks or struts. Our tire center is rolling in the rebates with up to $120 available on select brands. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit smithmotors.com.
So Hunter Kahnbeck is going to stay out there after that mound visit. Nobody out. Fresh start here in the bottom of the 7th after a pair of home runs. Gets that breaking ball across for strike 1. We got Nixon Carrier, the number 8 hitter for Bismarck State. Second pitch, another nice located pitch for Kahnbeck, strike 2. Carrier's got a double, a single, and a run today. 0-2 pitch on the way to Carrier. Oof. Kahnbeck just leaves it just a bit downstairs. 1-2. Kahnbeck working out of the windup with the bases empty. Right-hand delivery. Breaking ball. Swung and tatered to left field down the line. That's going to roll all the way to the fence right by the left field foul pole. Jogging into second base is Nixon Carrier with his second double of the game. It's going to bring up Tate Mart. Tate Mart's the 9 hitter in this lineup. He's reached base 1 time in 4 trips today. Kahnbeck still looking for his first strikeout. Kahnbeck comes set, working out of the stretch. Short look at second, goes home. That one's off the end of the bat to shortstop. Backhand Klaus, over the top, strong throw. Pulls her off the bag. It's going to be a E6 on Ben Klaus. Was having a fantastic game at shortstop. It's really his only miscue here coming in the 7th inning. A little wide on the throw. Klaus opted to backhand that one, and instead of charging it, had to really reach back for that throw. Carrier stays at second base on that throw. So we got first and second, nobody out here. Kahnbeck working out of the stretch. Opposite field, that's going to be line drive caught in left field for the Wildcats. Zach Taft out there. First out of the inning. Riley Pierce making his living in left field. Flies out. Brings us back to Andrew Nieves. Oh, looks like we're going to have a substitution. It's going to be number 26, Jory Graves. Let's see what we got on Mr. Graves for you. He's hitting 143 on the year. He only has 7 at-bats, so he's yet to get warmed up for the Mystics. First pitch to the lefty, Graves. It's on the corner of the plate. Outside, strike 1. Kahnbeck, they're really letting him go here. Gets stretched out on a cold day. 0-1 delivery to Graves. That one a little bit too far outside. 1-1. One delivery from Kahnbeck to the pinch hitter Graves. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. Klaus is going to get a chance at redemption. Sidearm throw to second. He gets him. Relay to first base. A little bit late. Beautiful pick over there by her. They're only going to get the lead runner. So Klaus, he made a play there. Quick sidearm delivery to second base. And second baseman Trace King threw it in the dirt to her at first base, who scooped it. Fielder's choice. So we got 2 down now, 16-7. The Mystics lead. Top of the 7th inning at John Randall Field over NDSCS. Wyatt Tweet comes to the plate. Tweet with a pair of homers to his name today. NDSCS would like nothing more than to see him produce some weak contact. Falls off the first pitch. He's down 0-1. Kahnbeck with a snap throw over to first base. Nothing doing over there. Runners on the corners here for Bismarck State. Not sure if they'll run or not with a 9-run lead. Conbeck comes set. Delivery. That one's in the dirt. It's going to squirt away from DeBoard, but he's still going to stay error-free on the season because the runners don't advance. So DeBoard and his perfect fielding percentage intact. So we'll have a 1-1 count here to Wyatt Tweet. Tweet with a pair of long bombs today. He's got a single and a walk sprinkled in there too. Throw over to first base. Conbeck wants nothing to do with Tweet, and I wouldn't either. So he steps into the batter's box, taps both sides of the plate. Tweet standing with an open stance on the left-hand side. And he takes ball 2 outside, staying away from him. Theoretically, they do have room for him, and that just makes you run into Will Bachman in the cleanup spot. So pick your poison with this Mystics lineup. 2 outs, Conbeck comes set. 2-1 pitch to Tweet. He hits it about 1,000,000 feet in the air. Almaris is going to jog in. Almost lets it sail over his head, but he makes the catch for a 3rd out of the inning. The Wildcats got some heavy lifting to do heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. 16-7, Bismarck State leading NDSCS. This is Mondak Conference Baseball. B92.7 FM live streaming at KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
Break for big savings at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Stop in for rebates up to $40 on the purchase and installation of select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold brake pads or rotors. Rebates up to $80 on the purchase and installation of 4 select GM genuine parts or AC Delco Gold shocks or struts. Our tire center is rolling in the rebates with up to $120 available on select brands. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit smithmotors.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. I'm Robert Wanick calling some NDSCS baseball today. It's our first NDSCS game of the season. They are 9-13, 14 regular season games remaining. Facing the number 2 team in the conference today, trailing 16-7 versus Bismarck State. We're in the bottom of the 7th. NDSCS down to their final 3 outs. They do get another chance if they can't complete the comeback here. There's going to be a nightcap after some sophomore day celebrations. Not sure if that's going to be 20, 30, 40-minute break between games, folks, but whenever they come back for Game 2 after this, I'll be here on the call with you. But first, the comeback Cats. They've done it before. We'll see if they can do it again, trailing by 9 runs. Coulter Oy is pinch hitting for Oakley DeBoard. So we'll see if a little bit of change of pace here can get NDSCS going. Number 22, Coulter Oy. Take a look at his numbers. See what we got here, folks. Coulter Oy hitting 91 on the season. Small sample size, 4 at-bats. 11 at-bats, 2 RBIs. His only hit is a single. See if he can be the spark here for the Wildcats, trailing 16-7. He takes ball 1. Second pitch on the way. Takes ball 2, down and outside. Mystics have no reason to make a pitching change here. So they're going to stick with their guy on the mound, Kuntz. Comes back out after allowing a run last inning. 2-0, pitch to Coulter. That one is high and in, 3-0. So I don't think he looked at that 91 average. Looks pretty scared of Oy here. See if he can get himself back into the count. Right-hand delivery on the way from Kuntz. Fake bunt from Oy. That's up and in. Some people don't like it. I always used to put the bat out when it was a 3-0 count. Why not? Maybe I do want to bunt it if the third baseman doesn't come in and it's right down the middle. So Coulter Oy. Got another pinch hitter? Diego Bolanos, pinch hitting for the Wildcats. Diego Bolanos. You guys know if that's a silent B? It is not. So Diego Bolanos, 0 at-bats on the season. Looks like they've used him as a courtesy runner at times. He has 4 runs scored. No, he's got 4 at-bats, excuse me, folks. 4 at-bats, 1 total base here. Another newcomer here. Not a whole lot of action this year. He falls behind 0-2. Coulter Oy on first base for NDSCS. 16-7 Bismarck State lead. Pitch from Kuntz, 1-2 in the dirt outside. Diego Bolanos. Bottom 7, nobody out. NDSCS is down by 9 runs right now. Runner on first base. Getting some action today. Pinch hitter Diego Bolanos, 1-2. Foul ball. Catcher's going to give chase. First baseman's going to give chase. Over by the Mystics dugout. Into the Mystics dugout. Catcher goes all the way into the dugout looking for it. It's going to be a foul ball. So Diego Bolanos falls behind 1-2. 0-2, excuse me. Takes a pitch outside and then he fouls one off. So he's extending the at-bat here. One-two pitch to Bolanos. Outside. 2-2. Pinch hitters here for NDSCS putting together some good at-bats. Coulter Oy reaches via walk, and Bolanos has a 2-2 count here. Bolanos check swing on a pitch way outside. Oy is going to run to second. He's going to get there. He's lucky that ball squirted away because they really don't need his run right now. So he gets into second base, and Bolanos has a full count. Kuntz laboring on the mound here in the bottom of the 7th. He's got plenty of insurance here as he works a full count to Diego Bolanos. 3-2 pitch on the way. Bolanos looks at something. Looked like it might have been upstairs, but they're going to ring him up. Probably a count you should be protecting on anyways, but nonetheless a decent at-bat off the bench from Diego Bolanos. He runs an 0-2 count back to full, but Kuntz gets him looking on a high fastball. Believe we have Skylar Fields up. Fields is going to take one outside, and we got a stealing Coulter Oy. Steals third base. So they're telling him to get his legs loose in a 9-run game. Make the most of your time out there at your pinch hitting appearance. So wild pitch gets him to second base as he scampers, and then he steals third outright. 1-0 count. Breaking ball. Clips the corner, 1-1 count to Skylar Fields. Fields 3 for 3 today in the 8th spot. He calls time just before Kuntz goes into the windup. 1-1 count. Got a chance for another RBI here for Fields. Breaking ball never does come downstairs. 2-1 count. Again, this is a doubleheader, folks. We got another game coming after Sophomore Day celebration. 2-1 pitch to Fields. That's outside 3-1. Not sure how long that'll take. I'm going to have to take a little bit of a food break here. Get out of the booth for a little bit, stretch my legs out. Close the windows so the guys can warm up a little bit up here. Then I'll be back for the nightcap. 3-1 delivery to Fields. Big hack, foul ball. 1 out. Fields facing a full count. Kuntz is still on the mound for Bismarck State, who leads 16-7. Wildcats down to their final 2 outs at John Randall Field. Any game here is a beautiful day for baseball because sometimes we don't get very many during the spring. Full count, another foul ball. Remember a couple years ago, NDSCS played their only game of the spring, final regular season game against M State Fergus Falls. Hunter Womry went complete game win in that one. Had some words with the M State dugout afterwards. It was a fun competitive game. All in competitiveness though. Especially when you get that 2-10 rivalry between M State and NDSCS going. More so football, but they were excited to be here for one home game that season after they had the Montana year-long road trip. Full count. Slider freezes Skylar Field, strike 3, looking 2 down. Yeah, they sent NDSCS on a bus trip to Montana that spring, and they never came back till the end of the season because of the snow never melted. Wrigley Gunderson coming in to hit. West Fargo vet. He scored a run in the game against Lake Region here that NDSCS won. Gunderson, right-handed batter, facing the right-handed pitcher Kuntz. Slightly open stance. Gray cleats, red DeMarini. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. It's Gunderson, a local favorite, just up the highway. 1-0 pitch. Nice swing by Gunderson. Just missed. Falls it straight back. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. NDSCS trails 16-7. They got a runner on third. Wrigley Gunderson pinch hitting. 1-1. He leaves it outside. Good eyeballs there from Gunderson. 2-1 count. Top of the order, Tori Ulick on deck for the Wildcats. 2-1 delivery to Gunderson. Leaves that one down. 3-1. So some very nice plate appearances here in this inning from the pinch hitters for NDSCS. Something to salvage a day where Bismarck kind of ran away with this one at the end. Up and in, and Gunderson lets it hit him. 3-1 off the elbow, hit by pitch. So Gunderson on base. Pinch hitters on the corners for the Cats. Coulter Oye at third base after the stolen base, and Gunderson on the HBP at first. Brings up Tori Ulick. Ulick has a walk, a single, 2 runs, and 3 stolen bases today. After struggling his first 2 plate appearances, he's figured it out. 0-1 on the way to the lefty Ulick. Gunderson's going to try to steal second. He does so standing up. Throw goes into center, and NDSCS is going to push across their 8th run of the game as Coulter Oye scores 16-8. NDSCS. Like we said in the pregame, they have no problem scoring runs. It's got problems with letting them up a little bit, so that'll be something to address in the second game. But a nice little 7th inning here as they push a run across. That pitch was a strike to Ulick. Gunderson with the steal. 0-1 to Ulick. He bunts it down the third baseline, and that is a beauty. Base hit for Tori Ulick. Second hit of the ball game. Came into this one hitting .413. That's going to help his cause. Moves Gunderson over to third.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 3, Mason Almaris.
Mason Almaris, 2 RBIs on groundouts today. He also has 2 singles, so he is 2 for 4 with a run and 2 RBIs. Came into the game hitting about 500. He's going to stay right there. Ulick on first base. They're not even going to hold him on. So he's going to get second base on a defensive indifference. That's the way that one should go in there. Not worried about him. I know Ulick probably wants a steal for that one, but I can't give it to you, buddy. I'm sorry. You got enough of them already anyways. So Almaris fights the pitch off. So he's down 0-2. Down to their final out, down to their final strike. NDSCS trailing 16-8, 0-2 to Mason Almaris. Third single of the ball game to the left side for Almaris, and Ulick's going to take a hard round third. He'll stay, but not before Gunderson scores, so Wrigley Gunderson coming in, pinch hitting, making an impact. 16-9, NDSCS pushing across. 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Mason Almaris, the pride of Kindred, third single of the game. A little bit of fight left in the Wildcats here, and they're gonna give Almaris second base too. That's gonna be a base hit to right field. Braden Herr. Almaris is gonna hustle around to third base. Wildcats got some life.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 23, Zach Taft.
Brings up Zach Taft. Taft has walked and scored a run today. He has been out in his other 3 appearances. And Her's going to also get a free bag at second. So Wildcats won't have to condition much before game 2. They're getting their jogging in on the base pass here. As the first pitch of the at-bat is a strike to Taft. Second pitch, that one's also a strike, inside corner. Not much break on it, but just enough. 0-2. Zach Taft is up, the cleanup hitter. Zach Taft, sky-high pop fly behind shortstop. A little bit of miscommunication, but the shortstop's able to grab it, and that's going to do it. 16-10, NDSCS puts up a fight here. 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning against a powerful Bismarck State team. Bismarck State improves to 24-5. NDSCS falls to 9-14, but we'll have more baseball after the Sophomore Day celebration in between these games. I'm Robert Wanick. You're listening to B92.7 FM and live streaming at kbmwnewslive.com. A couple guys to point out here for NDSCS before we take our game break. Skylar Fields, he had a double, and actually had 2 singles and a double, so 3 for 3 for him. That's what I got here. I am not I'm not an expert at keeping book while I'm doing everything, but I got him 3 for 3. Tori Ulick came on late in the game. 2 singles, a walk, 3 stolen bases, 3 runs from the leadoff man from Wahpeton. Kind of turned his story around after going 0 for 2 to start things off. Mason Almaris, 3 singles in this game as well. Braden Herr and Zach Taft, they each scored once. Oakley DeBoard, he scored once. He singled. Ryan Lave, he walked. He singled. He scored a run. But it was that big double off the fence by Skylar Fields in the 8-hole. 2 RBIs. That's your play of the game. That one was off the base of the fence to really get NDSCS going. They fell behind 5-0 after a couple homers in the first inning. Wyatt Tweet, he brought the big stick today. 2 home runs in the 3 spot. They also got home run from Carter Kruger. I thought there was another player who had a home run as well, as I'm looking through the book here. They also got a home run from number 99, shortstop Cooper Stallman. He scored 3 times. He had a double, a homer, and a walk. So the Mystics come in here and win game 1 of this doubleheader, 16-10. NDSCS and Bismarck State going to play the nightcap after Sophomore Day recognition. Make sure you tune back in just a little bit to B92.7 FM. I'm Robert Wanick, and this is Wildcat Baseball.
Innovation is looking for individuals with a solid work history to join their production team. We work in a clean, bright facility that is 68 degrees year-round. Our manufacturing processes and equipment are state-of-the-art. A variety of full-time shifts are available. Starting wage is $16.50 to $18 per hour DOE. Day shifts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Second shift Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. with $2 hour shift differential.